going on, guys? David Falla here. Welcome to another tutorial. On today's tutorial, I'm actually home. I'm gonna be cutting my son. I wanted to show you guys how to do how to cut your kids at home. I know right now we can't go outside because of what's going on, so I kind of wanted to show you how I'm gonna do his hair here at home. This is gonna be a very basic haircut for a baby. Pretty much the sides are gonna be short, but they're gonna be dark. The top we're gonna cut it in a way that we can spike it up. Maybe just flip the front a little bit like a crew cut, or maybe put it a little bit to the side. Just like a very easy to maintain haircut, because I'm pretty sure that's what we all want, especially with babies. And something simple that we can do. A couple of things to keep in mind is that kids move a lot, so you're gonna have to cut them quick. And second, you gotta make sure that you entertain them with something. So we give my son the phone, so he's entertained for now. Maybe a lollipop, maybe something that's gonna keep him entertained in the meantime. So let's go ahead and start. So we're going to do this by parts. I'm gonna use a number 8 on the sides, and then the top we're gonna cut it with scissors. So I usually like to start with the bottom. We're gonna cut kids, and the reason is because a lot of kids don't like the machine because of the sound of it. So I feel like sometimes if you start with that and you get that out of the way, then it makes it a lot easier later to just continue doing the haircut. A lot of kids don't necessarily complain when you cut it with scissors, so something to keep in mind. So I'm gonna use number 8 with the lever closed, and I'm gonna pass it all around, all on the sides pretty much, just maintaining the cowlick area a little bit longer, so the back of the crown, that's gonna be a little bit longer, just because in my son's hair, he has straight hair, kind of like that soft straight hair. So if you cut it too short, then it's gonna spike up like crazy. So we're gonna leave that a little bit longer, how you can see. So I'm going pretty much with the machine on the sides before the hair start rounding. That's what I'm gonna stop in the machine there. And then on the back, it's gonna be right before with the bone, you know, the big bone on the back, their zipper bone. Right there, I'm stopping with the machine. Then now what I'm doing, I open that lever, so now it's gonna cut a little bit longer. And then now I'm gonna go a little bit where the hair rounds on the sides, and also on the back. The sounds will be the recession, that's where the hair rounds, and the back will be their zipper bone. I'm gonna go a little bit higher with that. How you can see here with the comb, I'm showing you how we need to maintain that hair there that wasn't touching the comb. We need to maintain that hair, so to make sure the hair is not gonna spike up on the back. So the main thing with kids is obviously speed, right? You want to cut them quick. So usually I like to do the detailing first, just before the kid starts losing patience, starts moving like crazy, right? So my son is pretty good. Usually what we do, we give him the phone and we give him maybe some food or something to entertain himself, and I try to cut him as quick as I can. So here, how you can see, I'm just using my trimmer just to shape him up around a little bit around the ear, a little bit of the sideburn, the part on the sideburn, and then the back is gonna be round. And for me, I think that kids, especially when they're babies like this, my son is like 22 months, they look better with the back being a little bit round, and also, you know, like everything a little more round looks better, just because they tend to be a little chubby at this age. So I think it just complements it a little bit better. I feel like once you start changing the shape of the haircuts, like for example, you start making things a little bit more square, and even the way you could do the haircut, they start looking a little bit older. So I like my kid to look like a kid, you know. That's what we like. So you can see him just very, very natural looking. I'm not pushing it back too much. It's just a little bit exactly where the hairline grows. And you know, I'll say we'd like to maintain the haircuts very simple, because, you know, we want them to look like kids. So now we're gonna cut the top. You can see I'm just gonna wet the top. Usually kids are pretty good with the top, because the kids like water, so they don't necessarily complain. Also, the scissors don't necessarily make sound, so they're usually a lot better with that. And you just gotta be careful, obviously, because you're cutting them with scissors, and you gotta be careful that they don't move, and also you gotta be careful you don't cut yourself. So that's the only thing. Also, on the top, if you can see, you gotta see my son has a big cowlick on the back, so we're gonna make sure that we know where that cowlick is at all times. So usually what I like to do with kids, it's make sure I kind of brush the hair or comb the hair the way it grows, so I can see exactly where the cowlick is, and I can see what the growth pattern is, and I can see everything exactly what I what I need to do. How you can see the cowlick has a massive cowlick in the back. If you cut it too short, it's gonna spike up. And obviously with kids, you don't necessarily put product every day, so it's, if you don't put anything, you want the hair to stay down, right? And that's important, especially if they're wearing a hat or things like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a section right in the middle, right, using my fingers as a guide, and then it's gonna be a finger length. Then I'm just gonna cut that all the way on the top, and then I'm gonna take the sides a little bit, and I'm just gonna follow the head shape. This is gonna be more like a round haircut. It's not gonna be a square haircut that we usually do with older men or well, with older kids or old men, right? We usually tend to square the haircuts. This one is going to be round, so this one is just going to follow the head shape. Makes it easier to cut, and also, how I said, I think it just looks nicer on babies, because like they're so round and so chubby that round haircuts actually make them look like even chubbier and even rounder, more cute, to say it like that. So that's the reason why you want to also give the haircuts that actually gonna make them look cuter, and that's what it is, right? That's what we do as barbers. We give clients haircuts that's gonna make them look better, right? So here, I'm cross-checking. So what I did, I cut the 3 sections on top using horizontal section. Now I'm checking, make sure that everything is even, using the opposite type of section will be vertical. So using vertical sections to make sure the top is it's even. Here we're going to connect the top with the side, so I'm going to take kind of diagonal sections just to make sure that the top is connected to the side. So the shorter hair on the bottom is going to connect with the longer hair on top, and that's how you connect the sides to the top. The same thing on the other side. How I said, we're doing this quick. We're going to make sure that this is done in the shorter amount of time, because kids they start moving after a while. Like my son is actually very good, can't complain, he's super good, but not every single kid is the same. Here I'm just gonna make sure the fringe is good, make sure it's not too long. So it's it's hard sometimes with kids, because if they're looking down at their phone, then you have to deal with that. But then just figure out, right? You figure out if the kid is not moving and he's comfortable, then it's your job as a barber to figure out what angles you can do, or what can you do to make sure that he doesn't move and you can do your job. Here's to the fun part. So we're gonna go ahead and take sections, vertical sections, from the way that from the cowlick. So whatever direction the cowlick grows, we're gonna take sections in that direction, and we're gonna elevate it 90 degrees from the head, so straight out of the head, to make sure that we retain length, but we also blend in it a little bit. We don't want to leave it too long that it just looks like short everywhere else, and then the back just looks long, right? We gotta make sure that it has balance, right? When we cut hair, that's very important, create balance. So we're gonna cut it a little bit, maintaining that shape, maintaining following the bone, whatever angle the bone is, we're gonna follow that bone. So make sure that it's good. Here I'm using a little bit clipper over comb to make sure that everything is even. Sometimes you gotta use all the tricks to make sure you finish quicker. So with they say, if he was an older gentleman, then it would be a lot easier, because I could take sections, I could take my time, and he would not be moving. But with kids, you don't have the luxury sometimes. So you can see he's starting to move already. I think this haircut probably took me maybe 15 minutes or so. So and here I'm trying to make sure that he's telling that he's doing such a good job. I'm gonna go ahead and dry the hair. I'm gonna put a little bit of product, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looked in the end. So for product, I like using a low shine, medium hold paste, just because we don't need a lot of product with his hair. He still has baby hair, so it's super easy to style, and kind of anything will work. And what I do usually just kind of make it messy, kind of spiky on top, and then once it gets longer, then maybe I put it to the side a little bit. But we kind of switch it up depending on the outfit that he's wearing. And that's it, guys. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope it's useful. I hope you guys can use it to maybe cut your kids at home, your toddlers too, because I know, you know, their hair is gonna start getting longer. We don't know when we're gonna open the shops again. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.